Yo, what it do, nephews? So, Alexa, how's your day?
It's good. Pretty chill day.
What did we just watch?
We watched The Jungle Book. Fun fact, there was actually a Jungle Book that came out in like 1994. Like, I forgot, but it's
A live action Jungle Book.
There was a live action Jungle Book before. What?
With the guy that played Bruce Lee in the Bruce Lee
It's like
biopic.
my 90s subconscious realized. Well, no, one of our friends that we watched it with.
Thank you, Brian. Brido. Okay, so let's get down to it.
The nitty gritty.
The nitty gritty.
Okay. Didn't it get good ratings online?
It got very good ratings.
We got nothing to do. It's Tuesday night. Movies are cheap. Let's hang out. There weren't any really particularly good movies. Like, honestly, when I was watching, I've seen the trailers for this. It's like I didn't care for it. So I was like, hey, it's a Tuesday night. It's half off. What have I got to lose?
Yeah, plus Disney's pooping out everything these days.
They're pooping out everything live action these days.
It's like, well, not just that, but I mean, if you count all the Marvel films that they're pooping out, all the Star Wars films,
true.
It's like every month Disney is just in control of Hollywood or in control of the box office.
Like they got an army of monkeys taking over a temple.
But it's been a while. I will say it's been a while since Disney has pooped out a bad film. Even the Cinderella live action remake, or what was the other live action remake before Cinderella? Maleficent, yeah. These weren't bad films. These were actually pretty good films. They're written well, they're acted well, the CGI is believable.
Yeah.
They got good soundtracks. Everything is Disney can't go wrong anymore. And yeah, I was on the same boat with Alexa. I wasn't really too enthusiastic about the Jungle Book. I wasn't really going to see it until it was one of those movies where I'll wait for the reviews. And when we read the reviews, and they were good.
Did you really read reviews?
Well, I didn't really read the reviews. I just saw the score. I don't like reading reviews because they sway my opinion.
Yeah.
If I'll just look at the score first and then I'll read reviews later. But so we watched it, and hey, I was entertained all the way through it. I didn't think it was slow at all. I think the pacing was very good. What about you?
I got the kid was getting a little bit annoying. His acting was getting kind of lame, but it wasn't terrible. I was just I just kept reminding myself this kid is just acting into a green screen. None of this is real.
Yeah. But, I grew up in the 90s, and if anybody who grew up in the 90s, they know that child actors by and large are terrible. If you watch movies I don't know, Sleepless in Seattle, that child actor drove me insane.
Oh my gosh.
These are so growing up, I've always hated movies with child actors, especially with child actors as the lead.
He wasn't. Because the character kind of lends himself to be kind of just like a kid,
Yeah.
Okay, that light is throwing me off because it's flashing red and blue like a police car, and that's not a police car. Okay, sorry.
The kid actually kind of reminded me of the kid from the young kid from Slumdog Millionaire. I don't think it was him.
It's not.
No, it's not. But I think he was a good actor. There's a lot of potential. He was very animated, which is very important.
I really wanted to give him a haircut, but I don't get if he was a kid living in the jungle and he was that nimble and that I don't think he would care that much about keeping himself clean. I don't think he would be that skinny scrawny. His skin wouldn't be that perfect. It'd be crusty.
Well, I don't know, maybe.
And just,
he lived with wolves.
And then the resourcefulness of being able to make ropes out of vines.
Okay,
and,
yeah,
that
was
didn't
a little
make
strange.
any sense to me. come on, really? Like, did you really learn how to tie a knot?
Is that knowledge inherent in us as humans?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with that as a mental leap that the film requires us to take.
Yeah.
But how about? So you saw the original, yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the original since I was a kid. I was a big fan of it when I was a kid, but I haven't. So what did? Shut up. So.
Well, okay.
From this movie compared to the original,
because Disney's been chugging out like the live action remakes, and like for the most part they pretty much stay true. What they either do is like stay with the story, or they do like some like fan fiction version. And this one was like, this one stayed pretty accurate with the movie, but they added like an extra depth to it. Or maybe like I just don't remember the movie that much. Yeah. But this one had like an extra layer of like depth to like the characters and like how they all are connected. And I'm like, I don't think all those animals, like, what kind of jungle is that? Like, this is, I don't. They put all these animals together. They put like a forest and a jungle.
Like, it's kind of like the Lion King rule, you know, like all the animals.
But in the Lion King, that they're all in like the Sahara, Africa. Like that makes sense.
Oh, so like a bear in the same jungle as a Black Panther.
What the heck? Yeah, this doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I mean, sure. Well, why not? I guess. One thing that I had a question that you guys might have a question of is there musical numbers in this movie? Yes, there are musical numbers in this movie.
But it actually like worked.
It worked to a certain extent, yeah. Like, I think the best characters, in my opinion, were Baloo, played by Bill Murray, and King Louie, played by Christopher Walken. I mean, you can't go wrong with Christopher Walken as a voice actor, you know? So, yeah, and there were only 2 song numbers, and they both had one.
But it was like casual singing, you know?
Yeah, it was
like they started like talking. They were talking in rhythm, and then they were talking. Then they started singing, and so you were just like, oh, okay, it's just This turned into a music number. All right.
But the shift in like music, the shift in like the soundtrack was very obvious. Like you could almost feel it coming if they're going to go into the musical numbers. Anyway, I thought it was a good mix. I thought it was done really well.
Yeah, but
I was entertained.
Yeah,
it's a kid's movie that actually entertained me.
I'm just a purist, though. Like I would prefer like the like OG animation, like ink and lines and colors instead of like. But classic. I mean, it's cool because like CGI has come like a long way. Like it looked like real, you know, and like we didn't watch it in 3D, but
3D it probably would have been very entertaining.
But I just like I wish that like my future generations could just like watch things that are like animated like the old school way.
They can. I mean, they have those on.
Yeah, but that there are new things like, you know, like all the previews were like animated Angry Birds, animated computer generated Finding Dory, computer generated Life of Pets, and it's like, I mean, that's cool, but I wish like the old school, the original Jungle Book came out what, like the 50s, 60s, like
I don't know.
I would want to say and then like that's, you know, like it's like that the style is iconic. And it's like,
it is,
you know,
but you can't like recreate that though.
Yeah,
it's not.
No, for sure.
You can't draw from that.
For sure.
I can't even remember the last time a hand drawn kids movie did really well.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I mean, unless you're talking about anime or something.
Yeah.
Well, so less than a minute left. So what would you rate this film?
I would give it 8.7. I think I did that before.
All right.
No, I don't know.
I'd give it a solid 7.25.
Okay.
So watch it. I think you'll enjoy it, even if you're not a kid. It's one of those kids movies where you'd be pleasantly surprised to find it enjoyable.
I mean, we got to get used to. Eventually, we're gonna bring our godson to watch movies like these, so we got to get used to it.
All right, y'all. Later.
Yay.